Hi, it's Elliot here from Neat. In this video, I'm going to show you how to get started and set up with Neat App Hub on NeatBoard 50 here on our adaptive stand, or it could be NeatBoard Pro. I'm also going to show you how to deploy some apps from App Hub within Neat Pulse and also create a custom web app. It's very easy, so let's get started. You do need to have your NeatBoard factory reset or in the out-of-box state from the factory. So select your language, we step through the setup process here. I'm going to use Wi-Fi, so I'm just going to connect to my Wi-Fi network. You could use a wired Ethernet connection, of course. I'll just wait for that to join the network. There we go, that's connected. Continue. Just verify you're in the right time zone there. I've got Sydney. You can use 24-hour time here. Continue on from there. And for this stage, we need to enroll our device into Neat Pulse so that we get the option to install App Hub. So now I'll move across to my laptop and you'll see what we do next. Within Neat Pulse, you have two options for setting up a new device with App Hub. You can have it as a standalone App Hub device, in which case you would create a new room, which I will do now, or you could add it to an existing room within Neat Pulse and pair the App Hub device to the existing front of room device, which has some added benefits, which I'll talk about later. So first of all, let's create a new room. I'm going to add this to my Sydney location. I don't need a profile at the moment. Continue. I don't need to export the CSV file. That's handy if you have a lot of rooms. Click done. And there you go. So you can see we've got a new room set up within Neat Pulse with an enrollment code. That's fine, we don't need that. I'm just showing you how you can do that if you wanted to have your device as a standalone App Hub device. I'm just going to delete that room. That's how easy it is within Pulse. But what I want to do is I want to pair my NeatBoard to this existing NeatBar Pro. So if I click into this room, you'll see I have an enrollment code here. So I'm going to use that enrollment code to enroll the NeatBoard with App Hub into this room. Now that I have my enrollment code from Neat Pulse, let's enter it onto NeatBoard 50 here. KNSQXNKH. And that will start enrolling straight away within Neat Pulse, and you'll see it pop up on the laptop as it enrolls. Back within Neat Pulse, you can see my NeatBoard 50 here has enrolled itself into the same room. At the moment, we are only seeing the Neat OS and the Neat agent, the Neat Pulse agent installed, nothing else. So we'll continue back on the NeatBoard to continue setup. Now you can see NeatBoard 50 has successfully enrolled into Neat Pulse. We continue through the setup. I'm going to share my device analytics with Neat. And now, because we've enrolled within Neat Pulse, we have a third option here. Apart from Zoom and Teams and soon Google Meet, we also have Other, which is our App Hub mode. So tap that, tap Continue, and here you're offered a selection of apps to choose from which have been enabled by your administrator within Neat Pulse. So let's just put AppSpace, Google Maps, and potentially, what have we got here? Let's put a Neat browser on there and continue, launch Neat Apps, and we're up and running. So what's happening now is those apps that I've chosen are downloading from the Neat Pulse cloud. And next I'll show you how to create a custom web app and push that web app to NeatBoard 50. As you can see on NeatBoard 50, we have those three apps installed. I'm back in Neat Pulse to create a custom web app and push that to our App Hub device. Click on Apps within Neat Pulse. We'll scroll down a little bit to the NeatBoards, Neat Frame section where you see the option to add web app. Click on that. I've got a URL saved. This is Weather Zone. And you can upload a nice little logo here to make it look good. I just want to manually install this per device. I don't want to install it on all App Hub devices within my Pulse tenant. Add. And now we have a custom web app called Weather Zone. There it is there. So let's get back to our devices. I'm going to put my filter back on. There's my Neat board set up in App Hub mode. So we can see the 3 apps are now installed that we chose during the out-of-box setup. But let's go down to here into apps. And I want to find my custom web app that I just created called WeatherZone. There it is there. Let's turn that on. And straight away, you'll see on Neatboard 50, that app has been installed. So we're up and running with a custom web app. So that could be any line of business application that your company uses. Yes, a very handy feature and getting a lot more value out of your Neat devices.